but Chukwu Abiyama alone do we worship. That is why we offer him praise. That is why we offer him adoration and adulation. That is why we have come to submit all that we are today, likely to be tomorrow, and any time in the future, to the mercy and the grace of the throne of heaven. Therefore, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, ekekere eluigwe n'ụwa basi bi n'igwe, nna eze onye ebube, na ngozi na n'otuto na n'ịja mma niile onye nwe m na Chineke. Anyị na-akpọku aha nsọ nke gị. Anyị na-erubere gị isi, na-akpụ isi ala nye gị, n'ihi na onweghị onye ọzọ anyị ga-efe ma ọ bụ naanị gị Jehova. Only you are we going to worship. Therefore, we present before you this very evening. We are fallible. We are blemished. But we trust in you and not in man. Therefore, this very entity, this very sceptered land that you bequeathed to our ancestors, this very place that when you were bringing us to, there was no Awusa Fulani anywhere to be seen. But we became so sinful that the very uncircumcised, the very, very Gentile, that is the white people, British especially, they came, they pillaged, they killed, they colonized, and they handed over your children to those who don't know you. They handed us over to those people. And here we are today. We cannot even worship you properly. We are petitioning you, Chukwu Abiyama, in heaven. Please have mercy upon us. Have mercy upon your children. As we sang when we were younger, please, my Lord, be merciful unto your children. This wasn't your plan for us. There was no time you created us to become subservient. Can you how can your children be slaves? How can your children, your handiwork, the people that you made, how can they become subservient to those who don't worship you? Unthinkable. Is there anything that you want us to do that we are not doing? Is there any other special way? In what way have we wronged you? Are you not merciful anymore? Why are we being humiliated? Why are we being shamed this very way? We call upon your grace with every authority bestowed in us as your children to ask you to come down here to give us the courage, the strength, and the fortitude to resist this very evil that is fast advancing and enveloping your children. Never forget that we represent the light. You created us to bring light to this very darkened and hate-filled continent. The time has come for you to make us whole once again. We have sinned and we have confessed openly. We call upon you. We have nobody else if not you. Chukwu Okike Abiyama. We have nobody else. Nobody else. We have nobody. That is why we come to you. You are not man. Please be merciful. Please raise your children from all over the world, from IPOB families all over this very planet. Give them the vision, the wisdom, the understanding to discern what is to come, and to render every help at their disposal to ensure that your glory will be witnessed upon this very earth, as was prayed for by Yahweh Yeshua, that your kingdom will come and your will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. So Biafra ka na your Chineke. I don't want money. I don't want anything to do with wealth. All I want is Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. We are not doing anything with wealth and riches. So when you have Jaconobanko, absolutely nothing. All we ask for is Biafra. That your name may be worshipped, that you may be praised. Mankind, because of Biafra, will come back to you once again. They will say, we did everything to stop them, but they prevailed. That means that their God is very, very strong. And when they come to us and ask us, please tell us the name of this your God, we tell them, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. We do so that your name may be praised now and
peace. One thing that keeps me puzzled, despite having studied finance and economics at the world's best universities, the following question remains unanswered. Why is it that 5,000 units of our currency is worth 1 unit of your currency, where we are the ones with the actual gold reserves? It's quite evident that the aid is in fact not coming from the West to Africa, but from Africa to the Western world. The Western world depends on Africa in every possible way, since alternative resources are scarce out here. So how does the West ensure that the free aid keeps coming? By systematically destabilizing the wealthiest African nations and their systems, and all that backed by huge PR campaigns, leaving the entire world under the impression that Africa is poor and dying and merely surviving on the mercy of the West. Well done, Oxfam, UNICEF, Red Cross, Life Aid, and all the other organizations that continuously run multi-million-dollar advertisement campaigns depicting charity porn to sustain that image of Africa globally. Ad campaigns paid for by innocent people under the impression to help with their donations. While one hand gives under the flashing lights of cameras, the other takes in the shadows. We all know the dollar is worthless, while the euro is merely charged with German intellect and technology, and maybe some Italian pasta. How can one expect donations from nations that have so little? It's super sweet of you to come with your colored paper in exchange for our gold and diamonds. But instead, you should come empty-handed, filled with integrity and honor. We want to share with you our wealth and invite you to share with us. The perception is that a healthy and striving Africa would not disperse its resources as freely and cheaply, which is logical. Of course, it would instead sell its resources at world market prices, which in turn would destabilize and weaken Western economies, established on the post-colonial free meal system. Last year, the IMF reports that 6 out of 10 of the world's fastest growing economies are in Africa, measured by their GDP growth. The French Treasury, for example, is receiving about $500 billion year in, year out, in foreign exchange reserves from African countries based on colonial debt they forced them to pay. Former French President Jacques Chirac stated in an interview recently that we have to be honest and acknowledge that a big part of the money in our banks comes precisely from the exploitation of the African continent. In 2008, he stated that without Africa, France will slide down in the rank of a third world power. This is what happens in the human world, the world we have created. Have you ever wondered how things work in nature? One would assume that in evolution the fittest survives. However, in nature, any species that is overhunting, overexploiting the resources they depend on as nourishment, natural selection would sooner or later take the predator out because it offsets the balance.
Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world. This is Radio Biafra Extra, streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Omambara. Omambara is where they call Anambra. Anambra is in Biafra land. He is the deputy leader. He controls the loyalty of the Biafran people. Will we worship him? Will we love him? Will we acknowledge him? Of course, when I mean worship, forget about that. What is worship in my dialect? You will understand what I mean. We will talk about him. We will acknowledge him. We will uplift him. It's because he has assured us one thing we lack as a people. He will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And to this moment, he's keeping to his word. Ojukwu made us to believe in Biafra restoration. And now, here he is, Mazuchi Mefo, making us to believe in the restoration of Biafra over and over again. What a blessed nation, I must tell you. And then for those enemies out there waiting for us to fall, go and deal with it. For those politicians waiting for us to come and sing their praises because they throw 20 naira and 1,000 across the street, you make us pipeline security guard, man. Go and deal with it. There is something that makes money insufficient. This is one truth the black man has not been able to comprehend. Of course, Mazuchi Ukafo Mefo, he is standing on the deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, the prince of Afari Beku. Politicians may decide to spray money, throw money all around as far as they can. It's just to make us feel that maybe they are relevant. Throw your dollars, throw your pounds. You will understand that it comes to nothing at the end of the day. For we are not asking for silver and gold, not even for cowries. We're asking for our freedom. Nobody could stand up to speak for the collective interest of the people of Biafra till Mazen Nando Kano came. It's quite pathetic and unfortunate that those who are supposed, those who are supposed to honor him, give him, how do they call it in grammar? At least tap him on the shoulder and say, brother, you are doing great, you are doing well. They are the people who are working assiduously to make sure that they relegate him to the background. But the truth remains that you are not going anywhere. In Biafra land, we have one leader. His name is Mazen Nande Kano, heir to the throne of Afari Beku, one and only. Not Mazen Nande Kalo. He is not related to Ojus or Kalo. He is Kano, Kamano, the God of thunder. You know, when you talk about, what do they call this God, deity of the Biafran people? What do they call his name? Omadioha. When you talk about Omadioha, your pastor, your Yoruba pastor will say, no, he's idol, he's a worshiping idol. But you have the God of thunder. When the Greek acknowledged Zeus, it was not idol worship. This is the son of the God of thunder. Of course, every angel bowed to the Almighty Creator. When we begin to call the deities that represent the black race, the Biafran people, I must tell you, begin to hear of Ekbentuma, Akie Moho, Amadioha, among others. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Our leader is the son of thunder. If he was from Greece, he will say he's the son of Zeus. And then all of you will acknowledge, yes, the son of Zeus. But he's not the son of Zeus, for your information. He's Kaman also, the son of thunder. He was actually made in heaven and sent to us. He's our leader. Nobody controls the loyalty of the Biafran people. Forget about the politics they are playing now. At the right time, they will know the truth. A lot of issues are complicated, believe me. Nobody knows where to go or where to come from. But the truth cannot be overemphasized. Anyhow, the John and Waka, one thing is paramount, of utmost important. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. And the only man, as I speak, that has not compromised the quest of the Biafran people is Mazen Nandekano. And by the special grace of God, I am George Onyibe. I'm from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. Confirmed Biafra land. Nook and cranny of Delta State is Biafra land. And some part of Edo State is Biafra land. For your information. Because Abo was divided into two. You have a Bake, a Boto, a Wohimi. You have Ozanogo, Ozanishi. All these people are Biafrans. But we will come to that later. Somewhere along the line, we need to look into those matters. Can wonya abo many aman wonya abo orogodo kweno mombiake no sue wonyi tu otu to wuri ndi owere ibere ogun ndi hu ogun junni wonyi to obere ogun ndi hu ogun junni wonyi be anyari ezuime ihe ragwa ndi Hausa welama no elanyi to Melonye Ghana elemonye Mari Esusu Mari ebe na soto no ragwonu nu wonya agbo wonye rogodo wo yakwe no mom you many wonya agbo ball relay gonten you many amanu nyu akpon na abundant mewe na abundant ahom no menu na mare. Of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubt. I will not go further until I acknowledge the Almighty Creator himself. Chuku Kikabiama. Because when I see Nayangodu, when I see sabotage jumping up and down, they do not know that this very struggle has passed beyond the realm of man. You can yap for all, you can claim whatever you want to claim. But very soon you will understand that there is a power that sits in heaven. He presides over the affair of man. You can do nothing about it. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Delete suffering from my soul. Delete tyranny and evil experience from my soul, that once again I may be able to speak calmly, for thy gentleness is what has made us great, O Lord. I will move forward until I acknowledge you, Kokika Biama. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, ịmana n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na-agị obiọma gị. Ujuru anyanya dadio ingwe gimbanwe o emano digonye dikage ebu Alpha and Omega anye ne na sena edemao. I'll be back in a minute. My generator is making noise. You know there is no light in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria don't know what is light. All of them are on in generator. These are criminals. And I will be back. Let me look. My generator is calling me. Nyoshi. Mad people everywhere.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. And the sunrise, my brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. To join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about the holy land, yeah, where God will always reign. and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing songs.
Yes, like I said, we are back. The generator have been attended to, because you know some people will say if it too pain, you go hug transformer. You tell a Nigerian man to go and hug transformer, you are giving them long life. There is no light. Transformer will even give them more comfortable place. So do not bother yourself anyway. Without wasting much of our time, we will be going to our topic this evening, which is simply the weapon for dominating and conquering Biafran people. Listen to this topic very clearly. The weapon to dominate and conquer Biafran people. Some people say, give us all that we have to take action. Let us begin to kill. Let us begin to shoot. Let us begin to do this. You don't even know what is happening. You don't know. That is why we are meticulously and systematically engaging Biafran people to stand up and shine their eye. A lot is at stake. Forget about election or no election, boycott or no boycott, sign and seal or no sign and seal. There is more at stake than you can imagine. But some of you want us to come and spell it out here on the Radio Biafra. No, Hausa are on this platform. Yorubas are on this platform. I'm waiting for them to manifest themselves so that I will give them typhoid fever and cure their disease. So they understand there is a difference between you are mad and you are crazy. You are not meant to know everything. One of the lessons I learned as a member of the indigenous people of Biafra is that every information is not meant for you. What is left at your custody, protect it. Leave the rest. A lot of people are asking questions. You simply don't understand. You don't know what is happening. But be rest assured, we made a promise to you. There is nothing more or less than the restoration of Biafra. When the men were anywhere, Wamani Kadome, Kanawamani Kadome, Makanwamani here, Lalaneda, who were Mbobi Donyo Kamani Niki Fele, Onyo Kazefane. We want freedom. This is not, we don't need to speak in tongue for you to understand that we simply want freedom. A topic, like I said earlier, is simple. The weapon for dominating and conquering Biafrans. There are weapons that are put in place already to conquer and dominate me and you. They are everywhere around you. You are romancing them. You are playing with them. As a child, my father told me, he said, when a beautiful woman embraces you, try and find out if it's your crown, the embrace, or if it's your heart. When a beautiful woman is running after you, guy, you must find out, why is he embracing me? Why is he pecking me? Why is he kissing me? Is it my crown or my heart? Not until you know the truth about that, don't give in. You just have some dollars and then somebody say all over you, I love you, honey, I love you, darling, I love you, chingo, I love you, tontom, I love you, sweet, I love you, toro toro. Don't let them deceive you. You should be able to tell yourself the truth. This woman is not after my dollar in my pocket or my pants in my pocket. Of course, I won't say naira, because naira is worthless than tissue paper. You must be able to say, this woman is after my heart, and this other one is after my back pocket, my wallet. God knew this truth. That is why he said, David is a man after my own heart. And so when you see things happening within the zoo called Nigeria, as a Biafra, you should know the ones that are actually bait to destroy you. We are telling you people, on a job they do anyhow, they do intellectual and intellectual. On a job they won't know what you are not supposed to know. We not go focus on they move for the outside, they take over everywhere. Then they round us up on a job they speak big grammar. I go set from our head very one day. They could not forget this now the land of the rising sun. The song will set from our head, we are never ready. May God mercy for all of us. If you say as a Biafran that you do not know that we are losing our space and time in Biafra land, then you lie. No, I'm a Biafra, all is well. You now go to Theresa May, you now go everywhere and say, oh, we are okay in Biafra land, we are wonderful people, we love Buhari, yes, we love Atiku. You know, as Biafrans, we have the best position. You lie. Our space and our time is being taken from us. If you say you are a Biafran, that you do not know that we are being killed systematically in our own land, in Biafra land, you lie. If you say you are a Biafran, forget about you are a man of God Biafran, you are a political Biafran, you are a monarch Biafran, you are a saboteur Biafran, you are a lunatic Biafran, you are a normal Biafran, you are Ipob Biafran, and you tell me you do not know that they are systematically killing our people. British government, Hausa, Yoruba, as Fulani terrorists are systematically killing us, then you lie. You lie. If you say as a Biafran that you do not know that we are, if you say that you as a Biafran do not know that Biafra is our last hope, you lie. I'm a Biafran. And at this moment you do not know that the only thing that will save us from extinction is Biafra, then you lie. You lie, you are not sincere. We continue shouting every day. We will continue shouting every day until we are sure that 99% of Biafran people are hearing what we are saying. It will happen before your very eye. I must say it humbly. You do not know. You do not know that Biafra is your last hope. If you say as a Biafran that you do not know that these people will not stop until we stop them, then you lie. Somebody say, don't worry, when we protest, when we do like this, Hausa will stop. When we vote, Hausa will stop. When we don't vote, Hausa will stop. As a Biafran, you lie. Hausa, Fulani, Alamajiri, Fulani terrorists, they will not stop. They will not stop until we stop them. And then we must stop them. A good hunter knows the kind of bait to use in order to kill any kind of animal. Most of you may not understand. If you are a hunter and you are going to hunt for rabbit, there are kind of bait you use. You are a hunter, you're going to hunt for antelope, use another bait. Do you know that British government, when they came to colonize Africa in the era of slave trade, that they actually used black children as a bait to get crocodile? Of course, they should be able to teach you better if they love you. You will get there later. As a hunter, there are different animals, different bait to catch different animals. Different. To catch a monkey, you have to use banana and net. Most of you don't know. If you are from former Bende State around Abudu in Edo State now, there is a forest there. So many monkeys there. These monkeys are so fierce that as a human, if you enter there, they will attack you. But to catch this monkey, you need to first of all set net somewhere. And then you can entice them with banana. Monkey hunters know this. To catch a hen, a cocoa, chicken, fowl, you must use maize and catapult. You won't catch fowl for community. All those people with it, in my place they call it Tom Brown. You want to catch Tom Brown, fowl. You use maize, corn, be throwing for the corn, but directing the corn, they will follow you till they enter your house. Then you bring a catapult and slash out their head. I know if you are from Abo, you know what is Tom Brown. When you just see that fowl, you are very hungry. You know, as a youth in those days, you say, boy, can't see this Tom Brown, can't see this Tom Brown. We go buy corn immediately, they throw for Tom Brown. Tom Brown will follow us till he enter inside house. And the next place he go see himself na inside pot. I just want to make certain things clear to you. I need you to understand. To catch a fish, you need earthworm and hook. I'm a good fisherman. I do not just go to the stream to kill fish. I even have fish farm. As I'm talking to you, by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I even train catfish. So to go and fish, I know what it takes. You could use earthworm or any other thing, but hook must be there. You know, in Abo in those days, when we go to fish, we say, Najadi miazo. And ye miazo me. But you won't understand, it's a long subject, so do not worry about it. As a child, I used to go and miazo. You won't understand it, and I don't expect you. But can many wonya boy, a man no many ye so rugudo, ye ji rugudo, ye ji wako, ye ji religious, and ye jade buazuga when ye miazu me. You know there is a way to kill a fish. The same way these people know that to destroy Biafra, there is a pattern to use. And that is what I want you to see. So when you see them manifesting, these people have set a bait for you. They want to kill you. Nothing more, nothing less. When you put earthworm in a hook, you throw it inside the river. A very hungry fish, you begin to jump up. Oh, the Lord has done me good. Oh, look at this earthworm. I'm going to swallow it all. I won't give my mother or my daddy. I won't give my brother. And I open his mouth. That is the end of it. And so when our Salamajiri is giving money to Haneze Ndibu, when they are giving stipends to Niger Delta criminals, when they are giving stipends to useless politicians in Biafra land, they are jumping up and down and say, oh, look at this dollar, I'm going to swallow it up, I'm not going to remember any Biafra. You don't know it's a bit. That is why most of you, many of you, are now slaves. Slaves in your father compound. Slaves in your parents' house. But Chukwu Kikabiama will deliver you. Do not worry. Do not worry. He's merciful. He has sent his servant Mazenandekano to save you. So in the end, you will be safe. In the end, you will be safe. Remember, our topic is simple. Trying to make you see the weapon through which they dominate us. They kill us as a people. Number one, they use the militarization or intimidation of our people in our land. One of the weapons, one of the bait to destroy us, to dominate us, to kill us as a people is militarization or intimidation. Now they are doing election. Do you know that Jubri is now very ready and willing to make sure that they deploy numerous soldiers, so many soldiers into Delta, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, in fact, Southeast, South, I mean. Buhari have assigned that all the terrorist army in Niger Republic, in Sudan, in the Zuko, Nigeria, all of them will be deployed to Biafra land. You don't know it's a bait to kill you, but you don't know. When you see Nigerian army intimidating and harassing you in your own land, these are baits to kill you. How? Go and ask Abonima people as we speak. When they see an army man robbing broad daylight and they are pretend the army man, they become criminals. They become sheep before the slaughter. OD people saw injustice and resisted injustice. Today, Obasanjo Yoruba man destroyed OD. These are bait. So Biafrans, when you see them unleashing army, releasing terrorist army, Nigerian army, terrorists in uniform, recognized terrorists, signed terrorists everywhere in Biafra land, know that these are bait to kill you. You must apply wisdom to your reasoning. Understand? When Jubri come and say, yes, we are going to deploy army and militarize every area in Biafra land so that they can be able to have peaceful and fair election, it's a lie. They do not have your interests at heart. It is a bait to kill you. You kill one soldier, they destroy the whole of the community. And having done that, they will build a barrack there. So when you see them releasing army everywhere, know that this is a bait to kill many of you. Of course, politicians has run out. Your warlord now have run out. They are not here. Understand, I'm not broadcasting from Jamaica or America, or I am inside Biafra land. I'm in Urugudu, I'm in Abo, I'm in the land of my birth where my umbilical is buried. When we are done with you, you wish you are never in Nigeria. Militarization, intimidation. When you see them, know that they come to kill us again. Number two, when you see them use victimization, blackmailing of our people, know that they have come for another thing. Another bait they use to kill Biafrans is to intimidate them and blackmail them. I was talking to somebody regarding Abia State and other states where, in Biafra land, of course, where they are contesting for election. And he said something to me. I said, one thing I do not understand is that any Biafran that enter Aso Rock, the part of their brain that is supposed to direct them to develop Biafra land is taken from them. I also remove that megabyte. They remove that part of their brain and put on them the one that will enable them to embezzle and make them so stupid. So when you see them coming to you using victimization and blackmail, know that they have a target. They want to kill us again. Allah Messiah built the Biafra you know today. Allah Messiah was victimized and blackmailed. What did they call this Imo man? Simon Bakwe tried to develop Imo State. Simon Bakwe was victimized and blackmailed. Look at all the people who try to develop their place. As Biafrans, you will be blackmailed and you'll be victimized. So when you see them coming with blackmail and trying to victimize you, stand back and watch them, know who they are, and then improvise. Look at how much they are working hard to blackmail Mazen and the Kano. Our supreme leader. But we know them, they come late. They are everywhere now. Wike is a criminal. Alessoti is a thief. And you have to do this one. We have to. It's a blackmail, intimidation, harassment. It's a blackmail. If you see anybody coming with you with blackmail, they are deceiving themselves. I know all of them. You see, there is something people do not understand. That thing you think say you know say people know them before you know them. Biafrans make una wake up. Number 3, conspiracy or sabotage of our people. When you see them trying to conspire, when you see them begin to conspire against our people, trying to sabotage their effort, know that they are there to kill you. Just watch. Election is ongoing. Yoruba is threatening. I will kill Igbo. I will kill Igbo. I will destroy Igbo. Igbo vote. I will kill them. Igbo bobo Igbo Igbo bobo Igbo 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 bobo Igbo bobo. Sote Adeyinka grandson idiot is even talking. The man who could not even manage his home. When you hear Adeyinka come on Facebook to talk, some of you think he's human being. Adeyinka children are fatherless. They are in London with Adeyinka. Adeyinka wife ran away from Adeyinka. Most of you don't know Adeyinka don't have husband. Most of you don't know Adeyinka has spent almost 2 years in Britain prison because he's mentally derailed. When you hear Adeyinka, you think he's human being. Go and ask Adeyinka, where is your son? Where are your children? Adeyinka, where is Okpeyemi, your wife? Adeyinka, and then they come on Facebook, Yoruba people. Yoruba don't want Nigeria to divide because Yoruba will suffer more. Awusa can just take tramadol and push wheelbarrow from Jamaica to London. It's in their nature, they will survive. Kwandemo roba, kwandemo aluminium, kwandemo tire, kwandemo. They work hard, believe me, very irrespective of the fact that they are monkey and babu. Lower than zombie, I must tell you. But Yoruba, you will suffer. You will suffer. Yorubas are busy doing 419 Uluwole. You can't do anything. You have nothing to offer more than Uluwole. A number was sent to me by one of our brother. And when the brother was explaining to me, I look at my brother, I smile, I said, this is my brother and a JJC for this level. I was at home one day. Somebody called me and said, do you know who is calling you? I said, I don't know. He said, I'm your brother now. I said, which of my brother? He said, from America now. I said, hey, I have plenty brother in America. He said, you don't mean it. Okay, just guess the one that is calling you. I said, this guy don't enter one chance. And I just call a new name. I say, Jumbu. He said, yes, it's Jumbu. He fought the first Mugu. He became the greatest Mugu. Jumbo, my friend, I send you to school. I send you to school. Jumbo, my son, I send you to school to learn how to spell Jumbo. So when I told him you are Jumbo, he thought I was praising him. I was actually telling him you are a monkey, you are a babu. He said, oh, yes. I'm actually the monkey and babu, I'm Jumbo. I say, Jumbo, long time. He say, yes, it's long time. I say, how can I help you? He say, I am coming home next week. I just sent some container to Lagos. I will send the number to you. Call the number so that they will help you. So you clear my goods. So you keep it for me till I come. Jumbo, don't catch Mugu. This is what Yoruba does. I look at the Yoruba guy. I just allow him to burn his credit. And he said, okay, please, when you do that, I say, hold on, I have something to ask you. And now pause. So we burn more credit. He said, yes, go ahead. I said, oh, Nikuri, Babe, Wiri. Oh, Nikuri, Uluri Buruku, Ulushi. He said, Babe. As I think he said, you want to do 419, they won't do Biafra 419. God punish you. They are everywhere in Enugu. These people are, what do they call it? Is it Alakbu contribution? This is what they do. They give you 4, fill it. After 20 years of filling it, we will give you 100 million. We will support you on this one. We will support you Yoruba 419. We will know who they will do 419 at the end of the day. Look at even a leading Christian pastor. Very 419. They deceive. What do they call it? First thing Yoruba pastor did to Ogoni people was to give them fake Ogoni cleanup. When they are trying to destroy us, you must know the weapon they are using. Conspiracy and sabotage of our people. What did they do? They send Iluanya and his gang. Go and meet this group and let's know the next way forward. All of a sudden they become Oga because they thought Mazen and the Kano will die in Kuje prison. Sabotage. Many of them are there. I have to be a neutral person. My own is that if you say I thief, no problem. But I should be very sure I'm not a thief. I'm not a perfect man, you must understand. They blackmail you. They blackmail you. George Onibe is working for PDP. He's working for APC. No, he's a saboteur. Is he Martin Nakano? You don't know he's working for PDP. He's even working for British government. He's a blackmail. Where you see them come and know they mean us evil. They are not there with us. So when you see the British Nigeria coming to your way with any of these weapons, know that they are here to kill, to steal, and to destroy. The Bible says, for the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Nothing more, nothing less. When you see army harassing you, intimidating you, jumping up and down like monkey and babu, which animal is even lower than monkey and babu? Because Nigerian military are lower than monkey and babu. As they are there now, they are everywhere, every community in Biafra land, raping innocent girls. Nigerian army, Nigerian military, Nigerian police, artillery, air force or navy, Nigerian Boko Haram are only people raping everybody at will. According to the Decree 27 of 1947, as directed by the British government, Nigerian army have the right to rape any Biafran and go scot-free. Now, to do election, Boko Haram has stopped killing. And nobody asks, why has Boko Haram stopped killing? Because Boko Haram is still voting for Buhari. I think you see, he's now see weapon of dominating and harassing Biafrans. When you see them everywhere trying to blackmail you, when you see them trying to victimize you, know that they are at work. No British government is at work. Nigeria is at work. Colonial terrorist masters are at work. When you see conspiracy and sabotage, you see people conspiring and sabotaging our people, just know that Nigeria British company are at work. You see, there was a school in my community. It is still there anyway. The school was built by the colonial masters. You know, when the colonial master came, if you want to know how they operate, go and study church history. Go and study Catholic Church. If you go to Catholic Church and you say, I want to become a reverend father of magician, and you are able to defend your stand clearly, they take you to Rome. And the moment you come back, they will build the order. That is why you have the order of St. Teresa, order of St. Tolumbus, order of every rapist and every murderer. Everything you want to be, native doctors are in Catholic. They give you the order. If you are a Catholic, get angry. God will punish you if you don't want to see the truth. After all, today is your Ash Wednesday. When they say the Catholic is the highest institution, it is because they have capacity to accommodate everybody. I'm just trying to tell you, when you see them coming, you know how they are destroying us. The same way when Yoruba pastor begin to speak, run for them, they will kill you. Blackmail. They will blackmail, they will conspire against you, they will sabotage against you. Where is the Cantor of, what is the Bishop of Canterbridge? You think we don't know the role he played? He's a man of God. He's a man of God. Anglican Church are hungry. All of you will know the truth one day. But I pray it will be too late for all of you to do the needful. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. Tonight I'm telling you, Biafra, watch out the symptoms I have told you. So when they come to kill, to rape, to murder, to steal and to destroy, you will know who they are. The Bible says, for the thief cometh not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. British government cometh not. Yoruba cometh not. Hausa cometh not. Saboteurs cometh not, but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. They are stealing the resources. They are killing the Biafran people. Now they want to destroy. They want to bastardize our blood lineage. But some of you do not understand. Some of you do not understand. So when you see the British Nigerian coming your way with any of these weapons, know that they are here to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Biafrans, the journey has begun already. The British government has given an order that anybody who is inciting violence in this upcoming fraudulent Nigerian election, the person will be forbidden from coming to Britain. But who actually want to go to London? Me? Moi want to go to London. To do what? Theresa May is good. I can't friend her. To do what in London? To do what in Britain? And when they say, nah, you see somebody hurting hate speech, inciting violence in this election, we will ban you from coming to London. You should be ashamed of yourself, Britain. You should be ashamed of yourself. Above all, Homo sapien, you should be ashamed of yourself. But rigging is not an offense to British government because he favors them. I thought they would say, Erifai, you threaten us not to observe what is happening, we will jail you. British government will say nothing. There's no such thing. Nigeria, you rig Buhari, we will cancel the election. They say no such thing. They want to shut you up. I warn all of you this morning. I say, when you see British government begin to empower Biafrans, do not praise those people. Some of you, I know you didn't hear the broadcast. Don't praise them. They know how they play their game. When we ask the Biafran people to protect their territory, Shell started giving them money, started dashing them money. When we say avoid the government of Buhari because he's a murderer, they begin to canvass for going to clean up. Are you not sensible enough to know what they are doing to you? I will end here this evening, but do not forget that our topic is simple. The weapon for dominating and conquering Biafrans. They have unleashed them already. They are in place already. Yoruba are fighting very hard. Hausa, Fulani terrorists, they are fighting very hard to make sure you remain part of them. Without Biafra, you are gone as a people. Without Biafran, they are gone as a people. Biafrans, wake up. The concern is not what they take from us. Our concern is that they take everything from us and they don't want us to survive. Yoruba must go. Hausa must go. British government must go. And Biafrans must be free. But somewhere along the line, my people stand up. My people get ready because the journey has already begun. I'll be back in a minute.
Without fear before our enemies, we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a place we're making to them.
Freedom, Biafra, freedom.
Henchman on the beat.
We need our freedom. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We want our freedom. Yeah, yeah. Biafra freedom. Biafra freedom. 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 We need our freedom. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. We want our freedom. Yeah, yeah. Biafra freedom. I was about to go. Oh my God, and then come and rescue. I was about to fucking it. I was about to watch out. I was about to number. I was about to
They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Go on. They are not here to ask us to forgive Harwa. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Wolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten. As long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed. Men and women that did nothing. Children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. And those children were being slaughtered as they were being stabbed to death by a very wicked and cruel world. They are headed by a Wolowo. Everybody looked on and did nothing.
Freedom, 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 It could be you, my brother. Now we are for days today. They're killing our brothers and sisters, raping our mothers, raping our sisters and children. Oh my God, oh my God. And they come and rescue us. I was a bit fucking it loose. And these people are getting loose. Money is been everywhere. They're killing our people. They're killing our people. And you know what come for rescue. I know what come for rescue.
Yes, at this time, hopefully, the number to call is 081-221-52971. The number to call, once again, I repeat, is 081-221-52971. I think that will be the only line available this evening because I was not able to meet up. But then I think tomorrow I should be able to appreciate those who have made sure we are able to restore all the line. Hopefully, by the grace of God, all our line will be intact. Most of the people who helped me to replace the phone that was stolen, I don't even know who they are. I know Abia State, formidable. Abia State, formidable. Abia State, formidable. I just don't blow trumpet about it. Maybe about 5, 6, 7 days or 1 week ago, I was attacked. And almost all my broadcast gadget was taken from me. And somewhere I just see it because the line we used was limited. And Abia State moved into action. They gave me a phone and many more. I've not been able to install all of them. But tomorrow they will be there. They will be there. Biafrans truly love themselves. Biafrans love themselves. And I must appreciate you. So tonight, if you have access to my private WhatsApp line, you are free to call me there. But outside that, you do not have it. You call 081-221-52971. We, the Biafran people, will assure you we will always get better. We will always get better. We can never go behind. And anybody thinking that we are going to deteriorate, we are going to degenerate, they need to think again, because we are going home. At this moment, our lines are open, and you are free to call in.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom.
This is the story of the motherless, searching for a lovely home.
You were shot by the military. No one knew what it all began.
A painful history, living a life of misery.
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall?
Yes, good evening, my brother. Go ahead, the world is listening.
Watch me again. There's nothing that I will say more than what you are saying. God is your strength. God is our strength. I am thanking you as I'm hearing your voice this evening. I thank Almighty God for giving you the molar and the wisdom and understanding for you to stand to speak the truth that God gives you. And as God gives you this wisdom and understanding, you will carry it on. You will not end on the way. You will live to the end by the special grace of God. I thank Almighty God. I thank you. I thank you, our leader Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike. I thank you, his deputy, and the others that is fighting, that is along with him in order to get what we need as what belongs to us. My name is John from Kefi. I just let me say thank you, my brother, for what you are doing.
Thank you, and God bless you. Yes, we are going home. Nothing more, nothing less. They will try, but they will fail. Can you hear me, call on WhatsApp?
Yeah, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening, please go ahead.
This is Mazi of the Friday. Thank you very much. I'm calling from Abakaliki province of Biafra. This is Mazi of the Friday. Of course, it's a wonderful topic because the oppressors, they use so many means to captivate people, to victimize our people. Sometimes they will come in a way that it looks they want to help them, they want to show them favor, not knowing that they really mean deception. But it's quite unfortunate that many of our people do not understand this. They would rather understand it as though they are showing them love and kindness. But this is enticing gift such that will lure them into destruction. The House of Fulanis, we know them very well. They are not the people who give you anything free and expect nothing in return. They will always give you shadowy gifts that will lure your life and danger it. But it's quite unfortunate that our people do not understand this. Thank God for IPOB. Well, thank God for IPOB and Mazen and Bekano. What they are doing to make sure that our people are being freed from this mental slavery. Watch carefully. The enemy cannot give you anything that benefit you. Whatever the thing that is coming to you from the enemy's quarter, be mindful of it. It's something that will always endanger you, just like the devil. The devil will never give you anything that will benefit you, no matter how good you see it to be, no matter how shining it is, because they say that all that glitters is not gold. So sometimes the outer out of it may look shiny, but attractive. But when you look the inside very well, you will see that it is not something that will benefit you. So in many ways, they will come to deceive our people. But just like the topic this says, if you look inward very well, you will understand that of course they're all meant to deceive our people. But this time around, I believe our people are becoming very wise enough, and they are not going to deceive us like before anymore. Just like what is happening now that the election is going on, it is a clear indication that our people are beginning to wake up. Many people are beginning to see that these people, installed in our land by the House of Fulanis, by the Kabas, are really mean destruction. They're no longer giving them that chance. That is why if you go to any polling units now, it is always very scanty, because many people are beginning to say, again. So they know is that these people is not the kind of people you will change with PVC and the rest of it, rigging. But in the end of the whole thing, they will come and tell us all sorts of things, all kind of bullshit in the media. So they're trying to confuse our people that everything has gone on well, and they have also tried to page into their own bandwagon. They will always support what they are doing. But all of these things, I will always the Biafrans to wake up from your slumber. These people, they don't mean well for you, no matter how smiling, no matter how shining, whatever thing they present to you look. All that they need is to destroy you and to destroy your posterity. But this time around, it's not going to work, because, like my boss said, that we are not going to relent until we keep shouting. If it's that language you understand, we keep shouting until the day that everybody, 99% of our people will understand what we are saying. We know that there are so many educated fools in our midst who claim they are doctorate degree holders, master's degree holders, and the rest of it. But all we shout on daily basis doesn't even make sense to them at all, because they are seeing one or two changes, from the enemy's quarter. All of those things is to destroy you, is to mar you. But you check it now, you that went to school, you pass through first degree, you pass through second degree, you go to get a master's degree, perhaps a doctorate degree. And when you come out, after all these years of spending of money, just get a job that maybe they pay you 30,000 naira.
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. We must continue. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Of course, we cannot hear the caller on the line as a result of Zoo Epileptic Network. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Yes, Mazo Yibe, God bless you.
And bless you too, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Indeed, you are a great man that God has given to us, Biafrans. Indeed, God choose you to be a man that will be doing this great work we are doing at this particular time. We must have to give Chukwokika Chama all the glory. For a man like you, who believe in the gospel of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a man like you who also believes in the gospel of our dependable deputy leader, Mazu Chemefo. God will continue to protect all of you, preserve all of you, guide all of you and your families until the day Biafra will be restored to his own glory. I want to use this opportunity to say to God, who has given all of you, only him will continue to give all the glory, because he knows what we are passing through in a time like this. If not a man like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but now all of us would have been in the grave. But God raised him. Not only him, God also picked another man who will continue to join him. Even when he was in Kuje prison, the man was there. Refused to allow the heart of this great project to see corruption. Up to the day that we all are here waiting for the day that will march forward out from this zoo into our promised land. There is nothing we must have to do about it and always continue to say, Lord, take all the glory. All you are saying is truth and nothing but the truth. It's happening today in Biafra land. Many are jumping up here and there, talking up nonsense about the party they are going to vote. And I'm telling them, as long as it is out, our leader has spoken, said, and whosoever that we ever stand right inside the Biafra land and vote APC must surely be forced. Hello?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
That person must be under a curse. Anybody that will stay in the land of Biafra and vote APC, I want to let them know. They will not know where it will come, but it will surely come. Thunder will come and destroy them because our land is a holy land. Our land is a righteous land. They killed our people the way they like, and nobody cares to talk until this man came up to tell the world how they are killing our people. And today, fools are running up and down talking about the party that are killing people. A terrorist party is what some people. I can't imagine seeing people talking about APC in Biafra land. But I promise them, just like our master said, Martin Namdekan, that it is a promise. It is a promise. It's not a threat. One day Biafra will come, and whatever a man sows, they must reap, because it is written in the scripture, which they carry every day to their churches. But they are moving around. How I don't know how people will see a killer, a terrorist, and they are going around proclaiming good about him, dancing because of the money being dropped everywhere in Biafra land in order to convince our people. And those that they have bought over are there spending money, thinking that that is what will make us to go back without talking about our freedom. I always remember the word of our leader, Martin Namdekan. Only 100 people, you only need 100 people that will stand in the gap and Biafra will come. I want to tell you, Azoyibe, I have counted Mazin Namdekano, I have counted our deputy, dependable deputy leader, Mazu Chemefo, and you are here. And I want to say it here that the Biafra coordinator, Biafra land coordinator is also there. And I want to tell you, Mazo Yebe, with all my heart, that Mazo Bio and Wadiki Chomanta is also there. The voice you are hearing is the voice of the man that was in the car. When just like you mentioned, all these criminals that wanted to hijack our struggle, I was there and I knew all. But it's unfortunate that today they are doing their business in politics in what we are doing, which are not supposed to be like that. Today they are doing things that they are looking onto money, where they will go and get money. Not what we will do to get this thing that our leader have introduced to us to be a reality before our generation comes to an end. Mazoyibe, it's telling my heart that today in Biafra land, what you are hearing is people that don't have their mind any longer. Just look at the lecture you have given us this evening. A very good lecture. And when you see them coming, you should know that they are coming to kill you. Our people are blind. Our people are blind. And when I remember what we are passing through in Biafra land, soldiers everywhere they set up all manner of checking points. Soldiers, all the terrorist soldiers, before you cross them, if you are going with bike, you get down and walk with your leg. And people are happy to go and vote. To go and vote for someone that will come and build a mosque in our land. To go and vote somebody that will bring in terrorism and military S-men in our land. I pray.
Zoo Epileptic Network. Once you get close to them, they cut you off. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. The world is listening. Stop listening to your radio. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I have to say that Nnamdi Kanu, wherever anywhere he did.
Your name and where you for the call?
Yeah, I'm calling from Italy, and my name Uche Ojuku from Anyama Ibodo.
Ojuku, Niger data person, the answer, Ojuku.
Who?
Niger data person, the answer, Ojuku. I see person will come for Niger data, in the answer, Ojuku.
I don't come from Niger data. I don't know Niger data. Now for Ibo I come. I'm Yoma, Biafra land. I don't know Niger data. Niger data. Not, since I was born, I don't know Niger data. Ojuku na Igbo. As which God will know.
I think say Igbo do na Niger data. You don't know say Igbo do people dey for River State. Eche people wey they call Igbo do. Now Igbodo for Delta State, now then they for River State, now then they call Igbodo. The ones where then calf put for the ones that calf put for River State now Niger Delta. You self where they doing Delta State, you be Niger Delta. And the answer Ojuku.
No.
In fact, you are going to be fined 1 million naira. Go ahead, my brother. These people deal with us.
They don't mind those people, they just share yaga. That is why nothing. No, it not mean say the money where in that country, not the easy to get. Now the way the country that they scatter and by themselves, use their hands scatter the country. Teach people know why, people don't know what thing they. If you talk, they say they will kill you. Person go thief, they say they will kill him. Person go this way, they say they will kill him. But now them be the highest one, where they tip the highest one. And now because of my Igbo people self will make me come out this night for them. Make them try to know. They know me. And the me I thought say when I talk true, person say he hear true, he won't turn to bad. Now my father where the Ojuku self, now he go kill him. Because who die, now he get power pass who die alive. Me go day. He don't die. Who say make a right or say no go fight for freedom. To make sure say him get light. They get light. Like one juju where they for our village. They call them Bitime. What is the Bitime? Now be the gods of peace. Gods of peace. If na devil, na black, you go serve where they serve devil.
I think that God is called what do they call it? Something in Bitime.
In Bitime now they tell you. That in Bitime now. That in Bitime now you go start to destroy the people where they say they be witch, they wear black clothes, black garments, they go for night cover. They destroy what is supposed to be true. Now that Bitime now go begin to destroy them because Bitime are the gods of peace of the land. Now gods of peace, what is the peace? Live according to respect of the law of the tradition. So that through the tradition you will know that a human being will love another person the way you love yourself. You will love another person the way you love yourself. You can eat food from another person's house without thinking that poison will come on which will kill you. That meaning of that in Bitime. A place a woman cannot peace along the road. And that is what God said. That is, you cannot see God. God will bring that in as email for you to serve him. That is why you will go to that place with the white uniform. You cannot go there with a black uniform. And that is why you see that you cannot go there and plan bad and succeed. And that is why you see that ghost now, you cannot come out and start serving him as like priest, being the servant. You cannot come out and start as a servant. That is why you come out as a man. You call yourself man of God. But I didn't know people telling man that you are a man of God. I didn't know those people. I didn't know the name, the answer. I didn't know the person born them too. And you calling yourself a man of God. You call yourself as a man of God, but you are committing different type of sin whereby you cannot go anything. Excuse me.
3, 9, 3.
Yes, of course, that is how it's supposed to be. Sometime, call on the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my sister. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
I wish you the best.
Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
So I'm using this opportunity to thank you. I'm calling for the Republic. I thank God for releasing our coordinator. I'm saying thank you for you. For releasing our coordinator in the Republic. I say that God Almighty will reward you. I've been trying this line because the line that we are using, I heard that we lost it. But thank God. And another thing I want to say, if you are calling this number, be calling it slow so that you will be carrying us along. Not everybody that will be speaking how you people are calling this line fast. But if I didn't pick it, I will go and meet other people to give me. Now, another thing I want to ask. Another thing I want to ask is this. All these men of God in Biafra land or in Zoo country also, they say that charity begins at home. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
All these men of God that they say that charity begins at home. Is there any of them that prophesies? I'm asking you as a question. Is there any of them that prophesies that this man is Jibril? Is there any man of God
My
that
sister,
prophesies that
my
this
sister, my sister.
That this man is a Jibril?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Prophecy have been taken away from Nigeria. IPOB don't carry prophecy, come out. Did you not notice that they don't prophesy any longer? Because we are taking record of all of them. When they say the Lord say, we'll prove them wrong. Now, no more prophecy in Nigeria. All you have now is evangelists, apostles, pastors, teachers. Evangelists is not among the list again. Ephesians, is it 4:11? For it is he who gave gift unto men, for some to be apostle, evangelist, pastor, teacher, prophet. Now, no more prophet in Nigeria because all of them are fake. So leave them. No more prophecy in Nigeria. They would have been prophesying. I prophesy Buhari will win. I prophesy Jibril will win. I prophesy Toro will win. No more prophecy in Nigeria. So don't expect any man of dog in the zoo to prophesy for you. Go ahead. Prophecies with only our leader, Mazen Nandekano. Go ahead.
Yeah, because he's the only one. And he's saying in a different land and said that this man is a Jibril. When he holds on, because I see the picture, he holds on paper. He said that this son is our brother that wrote this thing. And I'm seeing that he said that man in Ansarov is a Jibril. Even if all these people that call themselves men of God, none of them that have said that this our leader is saying is the truth. And the people that are saying that we worship our leader, hey, let me praise him. After God, now be my own God. Now be the prophet our own time now. Like prophet that I'm seeing now, that saying something that is happening. He is a bulldozer. He is a man of victory. All what the caterpillar are upon. After only December. A lot of all his people. All who cook all. All miracle arrest everywhere Nina. Oh man. When miracle carry the people are not hearing it. All we need is prophesizing, sowing seed. Look at this Chris Okafor that come to Cotonou. Hello? Look at Okafor. Okafor that come to Cotonou. He said everybody to remove all the money that he sold for market. That he should remove all the keke or other money to go back so that you will see the money, not only keke money, that you bring all the money that you sold. That's what Chris Okafor come to this Cotonou. Everybody knows this thing that I'm telling. Many people that give their money, they are crying. That one woman that does bring the land property and go show a seed. The husband said to him that this house will not enter near you, that he will go and bring that land property. Immediately, he went out and go and brought the. Many of them, one of my friends went to go and bring his television. I told the person that you are not very well. Even if you told this television, even if you take this television and go and show this, is it where your problem will stop? That you should leave all this thing. Let people to not deceive you people. That person is living and he's collecting the little ones that you have. They will tell you to something. How many of them that said that now this thing that is happening for years, when they are saying that this man is Jubril, none of them cannot even prophesy. I said, this man, when he said the truth shall set me free. None of them. But what you notice from them, you must send them mother akaka. Ndori. Because I don't want to hear that say again that you receive any attack. I don't want to hear
they will come. The
Bible don't like it.
See, the Bible say they will come in one way, but they will go in 7 directions. They are not happy.
Yes, because
they are not happy, but they had nothing to do. Believe me, the challenge is not easy, but they will fall.
I'm telling you because if you see the love, people love use people. If you see when we hear that you people want to say something on the radio, if you see how we have been rushing, or even if when I come to market, they will tell me, did I hear anything from my neighbor? Or did I hear anything from Mazichem or Isha for our leader? They understand me. It's what they used to ask me. Even if anytime they say that our leader we take on, you can see how everybody is running. Like how you bring corn, scatter everywhere. You will see all your people, all your this and they will come out and picking this thing. That's the need to be please. I told him, you know, because the careful because please. Now look at another thing I want to tell you people, so that you people will taking this record of this thing in the government of Biafra land. No, you see now, if you want to go, I remember when these China people, they used to come to Biafra market in this Benin Republic, telling people to come and take a visa. They will beg you now. But now, do you see that now to get visa for China now is very difficult. If they want to give you 1 year, you will pay 1 million naira, or 1 million won. Now, if you have this ready passport, ask anybody that are going to China for you to know whether this is. Even if you have that 1 million or 1 million, they will not even give you. It's what is happening now. Ask anybody whether I'm lying for this thing that I'm telling you. This visa now, they're collecting 1 million for 1 year. This Benin Republic, they used to collect that money, 100,000 naira to give you that 1 year. And our people have spoiled everything. For you people to take this record, I'm telling you the truth. And they're telling me that I used to talk, Biafra, that they wanted they will come and arrest me. I tell them this because of that I'm saying Biafra that you people want to arrest me.
My sister.
No problem.
My sister.
I just want
if Benin Republic arrest you because you are talking for Biafra, a day will come, they will answer. They will answer for it.
They used to attack me, even in the church. They said that I used to talk like someone that is not having something on my head. I tell them none of you that crossing mirrors for me.
Jesus was called the Prince of Beelzebub because he said the truth. If they have not insulted you because of Biafra, then you are not a Biafra. The enemy will know how they operate. That is why we want to make them understand this is what you are doing. We know already. Everybody are waiting. They are everywhere.
Okay.
Go ahead, my sister.
Okay, my brother. So that is it. If you have Virgin passport now, they will tell you 600,000 or 700,000. Even if you give the money, you will see it. So this is now. Do you know that there is no any way they say us that we are the ones that are living in that you should go to your country and go and do visa. You cannot bring a Nigerian passport and come and take and do visa in any African detail. You will see our people changing names. They are taking another passport.
Of course. This is one thing. This is one thing they don't understand. They think they are trying to oppress us, but they are actually complicating the system themselves. Now, I say most of the things I say, not because it's actually normal for me to say them, but for the world to understand that we are saying the truth and we mean everything we say, every syllabus in the world. We mean them. My brothers are everywhere in diaspora. Do you know some of them? Their name is Thomas and Edison, Rubo, Orobo, I don't even know their name. My immediate younger brother was arrested in Lagos that is not in Nigeria because his name is very concocted and myopic. This is what they push us to do. But the point is that everything they do will lead them to complicate the system. We will help them. Don't worry. You are a Biafra anywhere in the world. They don't give you visa as a Nigerian person. Answer anybody name. Answer Donald Trump. After all, nobody only get that name. Answer Obama. Maybe people who are love terrorists will love you for it. Nonsense.
I'm telling you this thing. Let people that are traveling for them to confirm what I'm telling you. Whether I'm not lying. Look at China now. China. They will be coming and begging everybody. Even if you carry that 1 million one, who signed? Even if you carry that 700, who signed? They say they will give you one entry. They will tell you to pay 400,000. 420. So we give them 370. Just like that, they will bargain it. We bargain it. They give it better now. They will go. Very small money. You just travel and come back. They just short. I don't know what they regard of. And all these men of God, all the prophets, they are doing this thing. We are not hearing their voice. Only to the way to correct money. To buy private jet. To buy expensive something, intimidating those people that they are preaching for salvation, all in vain. All in vain. Please, I hope that I am begging that the God Almighty people, God Almighty, will be taking you people.
Thank you, my sister.
In airport,
we are going home.
Nigeria airport. If you see what constant people are doing people there, if you see what constant people are doing people there, you will say, which another border is this? Only high luggage they will give you. Come and carry it and go out. You will see all these Hausa people, Yoruba people, when this I will say this.
The line, the more the zoo will target, they don't want to hear the truth. When you are on the line, try and be brief, because the more you delay, the more the zoo epileptic network, they will catch up with you. But then we are going home, my sister. Whatever they lie, let them do. We've not fought Cotonou people. We've not fought Niger people. We've not fought any country in Africa as Anglophone or Francophone divide us. We've been on our own all this while. If you see a Biafra man in America, it is because somebody kidnapped them from Biafra land. You see a Biafra man in Liberia, in Anglophone, and Francophone, anywhere you see a Biafra, we didn't go there because we want to be there. We went there because we were compelled to be there. Allow us to be, please. Because whatever you think you're doing to us to push us to the wall is certainly going to boomerang somewhere along the line. The hulobalo you are causing at this moment will boomerang. Make no mistake about that. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yes, go ahead and try and be brief. God bless you, my brother.
Yes, just like what I'm talking about. Just as you said now, Nikano, this is like the time of when they said Jesus, but I didn't know like Jesus. I didn't know him. Now Nikano, just like a freedom fighter. I believe that if there is someone called woman being Jesus Christ, they came. That the time of them, because now what the person take I see now in the talk, make it not go talk with you killer. When we hear about word of God as word of preaching of Chukwu Kikebiem, they say Joshua come as he create as a freedom fighting. That is why God will pour power upon him. If you call his name, God will respect you too. God will do good thing to you. Just like in Nanikano, you call his name too. You call Nanikano name to God. God will still bless you too. Because everything that man talk or that man do, call Joshua or the one they call Jesus Christ. It's just like example, the one our leader said, Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu just like we are in this world supposed to believe say now black people, nation, Africa, see their Jesus Christ. If really Jesus Christ come, see their Jesus Christ. Let me say, see their Joshua. Now they see him live. They come back. And this kind will not be person we go die. And if as we say you don't know, so not be person we go die, no need to the plan bad for people planning bad. And people will stand, no need to think, say this man go feel die. Person where they sign no death, nothing like death go kill him because death in a death. It means that no death go come. No need to think about death, follow a sort of woman being like this. Because me self alone believe say only word, if I spoke and say yes, the gods of my land call that in between go locate you and destroy you because of you not even stand to listen what that man talk. Because everything what that man they talk is true and which is freedom. If you don't listen to that kind of human being, even though you are my mother, you are my brother, mean that you are not a human being. You just create, were born from the same stomach. I look here as a brother, and it's easier for me to depart you as a brother because my father is a soldier. A soldier man can depart a wife because of no disturbance to not go where he planned to go, or to go to peacemaker, or to go to war. Because that is a freedom. Without 20 years now go, Biafra come, no day people will come now. Stand, you come and answer Nigeria. If any woman being asks you a question, what is the meaning of Nigeria? If there is anything you have to tell him as a meaning of Nigeria, if you would ask me what is the meaning of Italy, I am not a citizen of Italy. But I will tell you this is the meaning of Italy. Later I know the name of my country as a Biafra. Is it ask everyone to believe that, to go back and start even crying, everybody crying, nothing like talking about a campaign, or you want to vote, or why you say people cannot vote, or why you preaching that people will go and vote. It's something like this now. It's not time of hearing all those things again. Because why? We are crying, God send down messenger, send that helper, send that person like the time of Joshua, send that someone like that will make us to go back to our land, to collect our land for the enemy. It's not to collect our land from the enemy because we inside our land, we are living in our land, we have our land. Just what we are talking about, God to send down the person who help us to make sure the enemy is inside our land, leave our land and go. Because the land is there with us. It's just a simple something. To come out and tell them today, no work, no movement, nothing. And just continue. It's not like today, tomorrow they start work. No work. People will come and ask no work. It's a very simple thing. No fight. Stay at home. If they want to make everyone in here to go, let them plan it. The government in the world, let them plan it. Then pack everyone here. Go once. Let all of us go and go back home. Sit down in your house. Because if we sit down 1 month, Biafra will come. When Biafra come, we will start working. They will be paying us. Everybody will start. Yes, everybody will start eating. What I am trying to say about, I heard about the one that said the vice president, calling him Sibanjo, said that he had a vision about, I didn't know, going to church and giving a testimony that Jesus Christ, he said, give him a story. And people hearing the preach, the vision, the testimony. You forget that the Nigerian people serving a woman being called Ibo. If he said that Jesus Christ tell him something, he's a woman being. He did say that Chukwu Okike BM, who has the land of Biafra, tell him that they think vote is supposed to be their own. Let Chukwu Okike BM anywhere now they can do. Is with him. For that, I'm not scared about that anyone will go and harm him. Because no one will harm him. What I know that let Igbo people rise up. I know that we are talking about Biafra. Biafra must come. If no one, in the American and everywhere, that place is not your home. You must come back and join to make sure say you have light. Something that will make you have light. You have hospital. Has everything good in the land. Has job. Pumping everywhere. Has authority to release the word. To complain. House of Assembly is not House of Assembly in the Delta State. Fulani will be House of Assembly. Police station in the village near my house, Fulani will be DPO. No. It's to rise up, you people. Let them rise up and start complaining about freedom, Biafra. This Biafra, now we all were a Biafra, nothing like Nigeria. Nigeria, they ask you the meaning in America, and there you are. You cannot tell them meaning of Nigeria. Unless you tell them that Nigeria is the meaning, Nigeria is a killer. It's a death where 50 years, it's a school where 50 years old will die. They will say that it's an old man. He dies in Nigeria. Where much people are killing, blood people are killing, everybody are killing. It's a country you come and tell people that you are from Nigeria. Go for me, Barton. Since I know that I'm a brother forever. I can't be in Nigeria. I don't know the meaning. That's why I run away from here. God bless Biafra and God bless the land of Biafra. Anywhere, Chukwu Kebieme will visit us one by one. Nothing. The Biafra will come. Chukwu Kebieme can wear Biafra. By the power of Chukwu Kebieme, okay.
No, young one, no.
Iwe Jima.
God bless you, my brother. We must continue from there. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of that. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Of course, we lost that caller, but we must continue. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, good evening. Try and speak louder, please. The word is listening.
My name is Kamal Okamoko. Calling from I thank you very much for what people are saying, for making their work to contribute to that. I will very easy. Hello? We pray that the Almighty Elohim Adonai protect you and protect our system leader. I just want to thank our leader. It was their money here today. Nande
This caller, I must tell you, very, very, very low. We really cannot hear you. Please try and call back and see if you can be more audible. Please. Yes, can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello, Master George. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Yeah, Master. I just want to greet you, Mazi, for the commitment that you are making in this very restoration effort. Mazi, the impact you are making in the life of Biafrans is very, very undisputable. Mazi, I am so grateful for the lecture, the way you are lecturing us. My name is Mazi Emmanuel Esima. I am calling from Paris. I am from Ndiejezie. Ndiejezie is from Arondi Zog. Arondi Zog is in Idato North. Idato North is in Imo Province, Biafra land. Mazi, I say that anybody that is talking ill of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that person must be questioned. We must know the origin of that person. Especially at this very critical time that we are into. My purpose of calling this evening is to say to British government, especially the chief instigator of what is going on in that very contraction, to tell them that shame unto them. Britain, you claim to be the most civilized, in quote, continent or nation, I don't know, or kingdom, I don't know. But to my own understanding, you were deceiving the so-called vulnerable Nigerians that if you let Biafrans go, that they are going to suffer. But you forgot telling them that you are the one that will suffer, that you are going to suffer. You were busy telling our Fulani and the Yorubas that if you allow Biafrans to go, you were busy telling Gowan, the Jack, I don't know, the Jack, that if they allow Biafrans to go, that they are going to suffer. Forgotten that you are the one that you are the one that they are going to suffer the most. Because I cannot see the reason why, out of the desperate of trying for not having any of your, for not having it so easily in this your Brexit activities that you have hoped on Biafran oil before you campaign on. Now, Europeans, they are not giving you so easily. They are not allowing you to bamboozle them the way you are bamboozling Africa, because they knew what you know too. Both of you are thieves. Both of you are stealers. Now, you are precipitating and you are sitting on Jubilee. You have coupled Jubilee and imposed it on the whole so-called Nigerians. But we Biafrans, we are promising you that we can never be duped anymore. Mazi, I want to tell the so-called prince of that prince, because you know, the parents are busy now trying to concord, trying to subdue the people again in that zoo. And the so-called prince are very quiet. He's saying nothing. He's not even mentioning anything. Hoping that when the parents fell, that he will come in as a holy person, as a person who never uttered a word, who will bring a new strategy or new solution to Africa. But I am telling him that he is going to fail, because Biafrans, we have paid the price enough. We are not ready to pay anymore. We want to go, please. We want to go home. We want to go.
Thank you very much, my brother, and God bless you. We must continue.
I'm very upset that
I understand.
Bless you. Thank you very much. Man.
Thank you. God bless you. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Go ahead, please, and try to speak louder.
Yes, I want to speak on this H's issue. There is something our people don't seem to understand. The Fulanis have seen the peace in Biafra lands. They need agents to destabilize and to cause chaos in Biafra lands. They have seen that willing tool in Chibike Amechi. You can imagine we have somebody from a reliable source who was there present during that election. He came back. That 17 you had they killed. But the young man said he counted 52 dead bodies of Abonima in the jail. Terrible in that very community, because these chiefs are being paid by governments. They are all loyal to Sultan of Sokoto. A Amayabo of that area came out to deny the incidents. But the man on the ground, who is the friend of one of our coordinators, confided in him that he counted about 52 people because he was an officer. Now, they want to use Amechi. I was telling some Mikore brothers today that if these riverine people, they have everything it takes to even wage war with federal government. Now, Fulani are using somebody who claims he is an Ikore man to incite violence between Ikore and Ijo people. I told him that Ijo elders, if they are listening to me, that the Ikore elders, if they are listening, they should all come out. Forget fear and the technical they paid them from Sokoto. They should condemn what Amechi is doing for Fulani people now, before there will be very serious, unended crisis between the riverine and the people of uplands. Amechi is doing the work of the devil for Fulani people. The same thing Tinubu is doing now. But Tinubu failed to understand that he cannot be the next because we have a generation of Biafra that will swallow the young overnight. Now, they are using our Babio now to crisis between Anan and the people. These men should realize that no Fulani ever came to fight and invited somebody from Biafra to be used to fight their fellow Fulani. And for people complaining about pastors, I don't blame these pastors anymore. As believe me, some elders in our meeting, some men in IPB are still busy defending church and pastors. Some say they are deacons, some say they are this. They are the ones encouraging these pastors to be misbehaving. If we all abandon their churches, they will realize that what they are doing is wrong. I don't blame them anymore. It is the stupidity of most of us that are Biafrans that encourages the pastors to be misbehaving. And I keep reminding them that in this APC government, more Christians have died than in any other government apart from the war of 1967 to 1970. But Christians don't know that Colonial is punishing them seriously because their leaders use them to vote against the Christian Goodluck Jonathan in the favor of a Sunni jihadists. That is what we are facing today. Yet some of our people are still strongly holding on to their churches and their pastors. So my people members, to my shock, still attend the lives of winners, redeemed and the rest of them. And these people will come out after going to church to tell you that they are Biafrans. These are people that Biafra will destroy before Biafra comes, because such people do not deserve to be in Biafra. Now, some people are saying we should tell America, like the last caller, tell that the truth is that the whole Western world know what is going on. They have their satellite beamed on Nigeria. They watch the Abonima killing. They watch the war killing. They watch the Ingwa High School killing. They watch all the killings, even Trump rally. They watched it live. They decided to conceal the truth. If we keep begging them, it will seem like we don't know what we are doing. What the international community are waiting for is for Biafrans to take up arms.
Who is begging them? Who is begging them? IPOB or you?
Saying this.
Who is begging them? We are asking our people to wake up. We will burn down Nigeria. West Africa will feel our sting. So will Europe, and the world will feel our venom. Who is begging them? We're asking them to do the right thing. If they represent righteousness, if they are here to uphold justice, if they have interest for Homo sapiens and their kind, they should do the needful.
These people are not sincere to themselves. They are not responsible. I want to remind us of something. The Western world engaged Israel with the 6-day war and kept them at security alert during the Nigerian genocide. What is going on now? You have to block me because a Muslim boy was insulting the IDF, Israeli Defense Force, calling them terrorists and all that, calling them war criminal. And I responded to him that the IDF are fighting to defend Israel. At least they are not terrorists like you Muslims. Twitter told me to delete that message. They blocked me that I must delete that message. Now, what does that tell you? That the world supports Islam against peace. Keep Israel busy again because they know what is going to happen in Nigeria very soon. That is why they are engaging Trump, keeping him very, very busy. That is what they are doing. Britain is instrumental, and I wish to advise Biafrans, those of you in Europe, if this war starts, proceed to England. Proceed to England. England will not know peace until Biafra has peace. Now, this is where I'm going to. Thank you very, very much for.
Yes, God bless you, my brother. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Try and speak louder, please, my brother.
My name is Charles. I'm calling from Aba. Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you. I want to thank you for your good work and your tenacity about this struggle. Thank you. May God bless you in the name of your Yeshua. He said, imagine that you know that criminal look at it as wanting to come to Aba tomorrow for campaign at our area. And you say they want to do prayer tomorrow, that he's coming to campaign. That criminal who killed our people in Mission High School on the night of February 2016, that criminal is coming to campaign for his election tomorrow at our area. Our people will not listen to that criminal. Nobody should vote for him. He's a criminal. But you could bless you and bless your family. In the name of your Yeshua's name, I pray.
You see, and bless you too, my brother. We must continue. Our people must understand. Let the consolation be that we are not here to take that which belongs to British government. We are not here to take that which belongs to Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba. We are here to ensure that the sanctity of the Biafran people is restored. We are here to make sure that we are free, that as it was in the beginning, that it might be so even at the end. But if they think all the wise, and then we see how it ends. But Biafrans all over the world must understand that the thief cometh not. The thief cometh not. British government cometh not. Yoruba and Hausa, Fulani terrorists cometh not to Biafra land, except to steal, to kill, and to destroy. We are going home, and nothing more, nothing less. I don't want Hausa land. I don't want Yoruba land. I don't envy to be a son to Queen of England or King James. I want to be who I am. This is not too much to ask for. Allow us to go. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Call on the line, can you hear me? Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network. Nigerian can only associate with negativity, evil, criminality. Anything that associates with Nigeria, run for them, for they are evil. Are you there with me? Call on the line. Call on the line, can you hear me? Of course, that is Nigeria. Anything evil, anything bad. Could it be robbery? Could it be stealing? Could it be kidnapping? You see it in Nigeria. And so you see them in Britain. You see this evil in any country that supports one Nigeria. They are the kidnapper. They are the murderers. They are the thief. Biafrans must be awakened. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Of course. Buhari, late Buhari owns. What do they call it? What is this network? It used to be called Vim. Oh God, why did I forget the name? Okay, Glo belongs to Yoruba. MTN belongs to merchandise from South Africa. And then Etisalat, which is now Niger Mobile, belong to late Buhari. You know, they just divide us so they can control us. We shall see how it ends. Yes, go ahead, please. The world is listening. If they will allow you to hear me, go ahead. The world is listening. Except you are not ready to talk. I certainly don't have that time. Biafrans must understand. We are surrounded by the enemies. But they will run. They came in one way, they will flee in 7 directions. Can you hear me? Call on the line. Of course, that is Nigeria. That is Nigeria. I'll be back in a minute. So you understand that when we say Nigeria is hellfire, so you know, some religious people will tell you, you go to hellfire, we've been there. This is Nigeria. Very jaga jaga nation.
What have I told you now?
Sir, caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Maybe after 2 or 3 callers we're not able to go through, we'll draw the curtain for this evening segment. Our people must understand the truth, nothing more, nothing less.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Yes, try and speak louder, the world is listening.
Good evening, Mazi. Onibe.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Namde Chiawulamoto Ruwa. I'm calling from Owerri. The man that works first in my Petition Madike. Are you hearing me? Okay. Good evening, sir. I want to appreciate you for your good work. May Almighty God bless you. It has been long I've been trying this number, but I couldn't get it. But thank God this night, I tried to make any effort to make sure I will get you. So I don't have much to say, but I don't know if I can get you maybe after the program to discuss with this closer. Through this number, sir. Okay, good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes. Our people must not understand. We must not be distracted. We are going just one way. Whether we'll choose to follow the west, the north, the south, we are going just one direction. That is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Do not forget tonight, I actually want you to understand few things. The weapon for dominating and conquering Biafrans. I told you it's simple. One of them is using militarization and intimidation of the land of Biafra and the Biafran people. You can see them now. They want to do election. All the Boko Haram army are now in Biafra land. Did you notice Boko Haram are not killing any longer? Because Boko Haram actually have PVC. They are voting for their leader, late Buhari, being personified by Jubri. But you will not understand. You won't understand. When you see this zoo called Nigeria militarizing everywhere, victimizing and blackmailing Ipob and Biafrans, using conspiracy and sabotage against the people of Biafra, then you should know who they are. You should be wary of them, but they are not going anywhere. We are Biafrans and we want Biafrans restored. Biafran predate the very zoo. You see, when we call Nigeria zoo, Nigeria is a senior zoo. The people who created the zoo called Nigeria are actually the greatest zoo. The biggest animal, I must tell you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Yeah, good evening, dear fans. Good evening, all of freedom. My name is Chibona Wandiche, aka Roddy Flexi. Yes, I'm calling from Iguacha. Iguacha is in Port Harcourt. That the white people try to pretend is that let them allow their fans to go. Because if they don't allow their fans to go, just like our leader Mazen Lamdekan say that they are going to suffer loss. They must allow us to go so that we will enjoy what our Chukwu Abiyama has given to us in our land. And Nigeria, Hausa Fulani, they have been killing our people for decades of years. But this time around, they will not try us again. Because if they do, we are going to avenge all our people that they have killed since 1976 to 1970 till today. Yes, Master, my life on air.
Of course, that is how it ends sometime. Can you hear me, caller online? Try and speak louder, please.
Hello, good evening, George.
Go ahead. Good evening. The world is listening.
Calling from Aba. I have some Akano from Russia. You got me here. If I want to speak in my dialect. Yeah, Akano, Ono Kano. I want to come out of Moko. always in the above whom we be mother. Oh, yeah, by that. As my car now, you're to in the doing in the address. Before that one is the land in the Cotta. Oh, the ruler, I do. They were later and tell you. Ube is your land. Already, I hope thank you very much for the struggle people have been doing. Thank you very much. I would just want to thank to my leader. You guys are money, Nande Carlo, they call me soon. They carry it, you cannot. Or they go,
We are inching closer to the end of this evening broadcast. Biafrans, wherever you are all over the world, you must understand our intention, our target is to go home. And we're not yet there. And until we get there, we're not going anywhere. Get ready because we are uploading. And Nigeria is really, really, really going to go down. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello,
Go ahead, please. Good evening.
May Chukwu Kadama bless you and bless you with your family. And I heard what she said this night. I said again, anybody or any individual who will come and attack you again, heaven will strike that person. Heaven will strike that person. Chukwu Kadama will destroy that person and the family in the mighty name of Chukwu Kadama. I thank you, and mainly I want to thank our able leader, Lord Nnamdi Kanu. He's our man. He's the only man that God brings to restore Biafra in our land. I thank him. I thank God because of him. And I thank our deputy leader, Uchemefo. And I also thank you and all the principal officers. I send Chukwu Kadama bless you and bless each every one of you in the mighty name of Chukwu Kadama. Mazonibe, I'm so grateful. I'm praying for you every day that no power, no man will harm you. God has already bring you out of this struggle. I'm so grateful. I say continue it. No one, no power will harm you. In the mighty name of Chukwu Kadama. Mazi Joy Donibe, I want to comment on this. I want to ask a question. This Ekmon is not included in Biafra land after Egbankere.
Why? Why is Ekmon not? Are you saying Ekmon is not included, or you are asking me why is Ekmon not included?
No, I'm just asking because I see them. I could have seen some of them that we spoke about it.
Now, understand, if you are you from Eka?
No, of course, I formerly live in Ekpon, and
Okay, my name is
Christopher.
Let's follow it bit by bit. Are you from Bendel Ibu?
No.
Okay.
My name is Christopher. I'm from Aba.
Okay. Now let me tell you. Let me explain to you why you don't see Ekmo or you don't hear any other. Have you heard Umune, the person call on this radio station?
Yes.
You have not. You've never. Not. Nobody has called and said, I'm from Umunede. What about Akomaze? What about Owerri? You think Owerri is in Imo State? In Delta State, you have more than 20 communities that answer Owerri. This is one thing Hausa and Yoruba don't want you to know. You don't hear much people. It's only people who know I'm from Abo that calls and begin to introduce themselves as Abo. Because at the end of the day, if they don't introduce themselves as Abo, their name is either Ikechukwu Woha or Mazen Nande Kano. There is no difference between the name you answer there than here. If I don't tell you I'm from Abo, you just say maybe I'm from Enugu or any other place.
Yes.
And so when you come to Abo, we say we are Eka. That is our language.
Yes.
And as a tribe, we are Abo. And when you say you are from Abo, somebody will ask you which side of Abo. Then you begin to hear Uto Wiri, Uto Okbo, Uwiri Ali here.
Yes.
You begin to hear Mune de Akomazo Wiri Utulukbo. You begin to hear Ekpon, Ewuru, Alagwa, and the rest of it.
Yes.
I was born, buttered, and bred in Bender State. They no born me, bring me come. Now, what I'm saying in effect is that not until you ask Abo man which side of Abo, they won't tell you. Or not until you ask a car man which side of a car, they won't tell you. They just say, I'm a car man, a car woman, or Abo man, or Abo woman. They are all there. It's just the same thing that some people call and say, I don't know what is going on. Do you know although people don't call in radio? But I can assure you that more than 50% of people who call from the southeast, as the zoo have made it to be, are actually from Olo. You do not listen to the radio all the time. Am I correct?
I'm correct. You are correct.
You are just privileged to be online now. And somebody called some time ago and say, people, they know they follow up. They know they follow up. I just don't want to interrupt the guy. Imanka. So thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. May God bless you. 1 million. That time.
Okay, you just Abondi Abo Abi Ikakobo. Oya na ebuzini Nnamdi Kanu ya. Onye mene nyihe no, o mene nyihe no, Nnamdi Kanu mene nyihe no, o meyike. You are blessed. You are blessed, my brother. God bless you. We must continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. They fear the day will come together. That is what they fear. They don't fear this broadcast. They don't fear anything. They are afraid of the day we are coming together. And we must come together. There is no two ways about it. I'll pick this last caller, and that will be the end for today's program. Our people must remain blessed and focused.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, my sister. The world is listening.
Good evening, Judge Enibe. I'm Akano Hofia. I'm Papa Nda Akano Hofia. And I'm sure how be there? Highland. Okay, remember Indiana.
Go ahead, please. Of course, maybe she didn't get my attention and she has to pull back. But then that will be the last caller for the day. I want to appreciate those who were able to call in and sincerely apologize to those who were not able to get me this evening. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from in the morning. I want to make you understand. Don't let anybody deceive you. They've surrounded us already. Our leader in 2014, we were shouting and making you to understand that these people want to triangulate us. But most of you do not understand. As we speak, in every interior village, in every settlement and hamlet in Biafra land, Hausa are there. You know, they feel they are born to rule. They see us as conquer people, and with temerity, with impunity, they rape our women, they destroy our farmland, they call us infidel, and even when we do them good, they use it as a curse against us. Why? Because our politicians are their slaves. There are some greedy individuals among us who do their bidding. And they've been able to deceive some gullible one in time past. But what they are yet to count on is that they've never done with the generation of these Biafran led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, there are different generations of Biafran, some monkeys and babu and so on and so forth. But the generation led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I say good night, God bless you. Why they are actually gallivanting and paroling in order to rig themselves into office. Don't let them deceive you. The same people have been ruling Nigeria from the day terrorists, lugard, and prostitute Shaw came here. The same group of lunatic. Don't let them deceive you. Women here came and you want here kasakame. Women here chiman and we kasakame. Oh, girl, when you want here kasakame. I sign off from here. I say, remember, do not forget that nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. We are not here to take over Hausa land. We don't want Yoruba land. We don't want to conquer British government. We just want to be alone. We just want to go home. And so if you are the one who has been holding us down not to go home, please allow us to go. Good night and God bless you.
Greetings, reference all over the world. My name is Izinli, and I want to dedicate this song to my able director, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for his love, his kindness, his faithfulness towards we the Biafrans. I say may Chukwu Kabiama continue to bless, protect him, and guide him from the eyes of our foes. I also want to appreciate my family, the great family writers. They have been wonderful through their articles. I say may Chukwu Kabiama continue to give them more intellect to write more. Thank you all.
When he spoke, the world trembles. Pastor said, "His truth indeed, heels and chains to set me free, heels and pens to dry my tears. We Biafrans are grateful for the red love showed on us. Thank you for the Kabama, to send them the sun." Number Kano, oh, number Kano, you are the one. Number Kano, you are the one. You are the one. Hey, number Kano, oh, number Kano, you are the one. Number Kano, you are the one. We got this. He left his comfort zone, took all the pains for my sake. Thank you for the Kabama, for sending the sun. Number Kano, oh, number Kano, you are the one. Number Kano, you are the one. You are the one. Number Kano, oh, number Kano, you are the one. Number Kano, you are the one. You got this. Number Kano, oh, number Kano, you are the one. Number Kano, you are the one. You are the one. We Biafrans are grateful for the trial showed on us. Thank you for the Kabama, send them the sun.